3, 2, 1, go.
Sup, nerds? Welcome back to Nerd Immersion. It's been about a month. Hope it's been good for you. It's been dang it! I did the thing.
Do you remember when we used to have party foul wasn't the word we used to use, but we used to have certain things. We used to have obviously the drinking game. That's a whole nother time. Everybody's old now. But we used to have things where it'd be it's it happened to you, and a thing happened, and it was like, we should come up with something for whoever forgets to unmute.
Or forgets to mute.
Yeah, forget to mute the stream, yeah. I don't know what it would be or what it would happen, but it's happened enough that it happens
to at least one of us almost every session.
It probably would have also happened to me if it didn't happen to you.
Exactly. Alright, well, anywho.
Hey!
Welcome back, Internet. Celine here. I'm your DM. With me, as always, are Sean, Ralph, and Ted, whose stream it is. We all love him. So,
thanks, Celine.
you're welcome. So, last we left off, our heroes were in Hephaestus' forge on Lemnos. They woke up from their spooky dreams. They talked to the robot, and the robot was like, hey, you can get to Crete from here, because Zaxos' mom book told them that they needed to go to Crete. So there was a lot of heated debate about whether they should go by ship or by tunnel. Tunnel won out in the end. So they traversed. The underforge of Hephaestus' workshop and have since exited the gate into the tunnels proper. And I missed anything important?
No, I think
in the wrap-up.
That's about it.
They learned that needle that the Slutbiters keep trying to steal, that when they went into total darkness, it started to glow with a shimmering line of stars.
So it's an important needle.
Yeah, it's an important needle.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys just finished killing spiders who attacked you outside the gate. And you are wandering forth into the tunnels. There's a big cavern. One straight tunnel so far, kind of dips under, and it's difficult terrain-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Half
more that's me.
Is there anything you guys want to talk about before we get to the?
You got something in your eye because you're blinking a lot over there.
I got it. Okay. So, how's it going?
Well, we're here, so not great.
I just felt like I should check in, see how you guys are doing emotionally.
It feels like it's been a whole month since we've come under here.
I know, that's what I figured. We should.
And it's been
I should check
a couple
in on
hours.
I should check in on your feelings.
Overnight? You've been under here overnight.
A day.
A day.
A whole day.
Felt like
really messes with you too.
30. I don't know how they were in ancient Greece.
I don't know. It's not like that.
We're using all the same stuff we use.
It's all
good.
So yeah, you guys, how's your morale? Feel like I should check in on the team morale. You doing good?
I'd feel better if we were out of the tunnel.
Yeah.
All right, so I should stop talking and start walking, right?
Yes.
All right.
Especially if before other spiders come along.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't really like them.
Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah. No. Yeah.
Is it yes or no?
No. No. Yeah.
So
I'm more confused.
In the last game, when we killed the lights and the needle was glowing, we're walking through these tunnels. Is it getting stronger? Is it getting weaker? Is it still just glowing? Is anything happening?
No, it's just a consistent light coming forth. Yeah.
Very cool.
All right. So you keep walking, and after a few hours, you're doing hard travel right now. And after a while, you come to kind of a less tunnel and kind of more circular kind of room, alcove. There's still a tunnel that goes through and a doorway that goes through, but the room kind of widens out here. And in the center, you guys see. You may not necessarily know what this is as your characters, but you guys see a minecart.
Oh.
And a track that leads into the tunnel and into the darkness.
I search it for traps.
Okay, searching for traps.
I got a 5.
You don't find any traps, but what you do
Yeah.
is on one side of kind of like those out like widening out parts stands a bronze heart, not like a heart like your heart, but a heart like a male deer.
Thank you.
A stag, as it were. Stands, and then on the opposite side there is a pedestal with a bowl full of gemstones. That's what you find with your what 5?
Yeah. Oh look, it's a deer.
You were also searching the minecart itself.
Yes.
Okay.
I was physically checking the minecart to see if I
Cool.
noticed any
So
traps.
you notice those things because they're there. They're out in the open.
Yeah.
You don't see any traps, but what you do find is at the front of the cart, where, for lack of a better word, a dashboard would be.
Yeah.
You see a vertical line of various shaped indentations. There's a line of 7.
Oh, 7 indentations. Are they all the same size or different sizes?
Different.
They're all different sizes. Are they regular shapes, the indentations? Are they circular? Are they some kind of geometric pattern? Or are they jagged and look like a natural?
You see that the general shape of them are there's one that kind of looks like if a triangle was sitting on top of a square, so straight
Gotcha.
and pointed at the top.
Almost like a house.
Yeah, kind of like a house.
Like a child's drawing.
The next one is a square. Next one is vaguely circle. The next one rectangle. Next one oval. Next one pear shaped.
Okay.
And the next one is a triangle.
Okay.
Inside of the indentations, you see there are also some like kind of harsh, not all of them, but some of them have like grooves and like stuff like that inside the indentation.
All right. Hey, fellas. Actually, how big is the cart? Like, is it normal minecart size, or is it big enough that like all of us could fit?
It's big enough that all of you guys could fit onto it, because you also thinking about like this is like presumably used by Hephaestus and his people, who are a lot of cyclops.
Gotcha.
So it is of a bigger size.
All right.
Okay.
Hey, look, there's these little shapes in this little front piece. I think we might have to match up some gems from the big bowl of gems in here.
I was thinking the same thing.
All right, let's look at we're working like a team. I love this. You guys seem
Does
more
the
like
deer
the.
look like it has anything to
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You guys are probably more about gems and stuff. I don't deal with money a whole lot. So why don't I go check out the deer statue, and you guys check out the gem situation, and we'll pool our information, see if the deer statue leads me to any clues or anything.
Alright.
All right. Everybody make investigation.
You out trying out a new die today, and okay.
13.
Sorry, did you
Five.
perception?
Investigation.
Investigation 15. Oh,
Okay.
excuse me.
So you're checking out the deer
Yeah.
with your, what'd you get? 15, you said? It's similar looking to the sentinel outside of the gate and this the mechanical birds that you saw.
Okay.
So this looks like, as you're looking, like it's still right now, but presumably this thing can come to life
Okay.
if triggered.
Yeah.
Then with your 13, you're checking out the gemstone. You go over and you notice in the bowl there is a variety of different stones, and it seems like the different, like there's only a few different stones, so I'm gonna tell them to you, because as you're searching, you find pieces of gold, you find sapphire, you find moonstone, you find pearl,
Mm-hmm.
You find obsidian.
Mm-hmm.
You find rose quartz.
Okay.
And clear yellow topaz. So those are the different color and types of stones that you find, and there's a great variety within them. So like it's not like, and they're all cut into different shapes. So it's not like there's a bunch of gold spheres. There's a gold triangle. There's a gold square. There's a gold oval. There's also a sapphire oval. There's a sapphire triangle. Like yeah. So like those are the materials that you find, but there are a bunch of different cuts of those materials.
Okay.
And with your 5, you notice the thing that's right there in front of the bowl of gemstones, which is an inscription.
Okay.
If you have trouble reading it, I'm sorry. Ink is messy.
It was a rush job.
It was a rush job.
It's fine. Slaves weren't really taught how to read anything.
So sad.
I found this note. I'm gonna try to read it.
All right.
And we're gonna see how this goes.
I'm gonna give Pyrus the help action and read.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Sure. Sure.
I'm just gonna stand around and be like, "Sound it out. You're doing great."
The king is first, and his brothers never sit beside him. Night and day straddle the sea, the Z.
Oh, you had it right the first time.
C.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
It does look like a Z.
the underworld rests beneath all. A tear is shed for the broken heart of love. The one born from none stays close to her sire. The order to place them I've already said.
Oh, all right. So it's all about the other guy. It's they're all representative. I can do this. All right. What were them agains? What were the
Gold.
gems? I got gold, pearl, sapphire, moonstone, and topaz.
Rose quartz and obsidian.
Rose quartz and obsidian. All right. Well, I'm gonna say that the gold is probably sun. Is probably right.
Yeah, or it could be clear yellow topaz.
Oh yeah. What should we got? We got the king. The king and his brothers never sit.
The king is first.
King is
Probably
first.
gold, right?
Yeah, that's what we're thinking. Yeah, it's probably gold.
But
Zeus.
a gold what?
There's a set of shapes too.
Yeah. So
It's
it's
the house, the square, the circle, the rectangle, the oval, the pear, the triangle.
in that order.
That's the order that they were read.
Cool. Okay, so we got the king his first, and his brothers never sit beside him. That would probably be, I'm gonna say sapphire is probably Poseidon,
Mm-hmm.
and obsidian is probably Hades.
So we're saying gold is Zeus.
I think so.
We'll continue on from that.
The king is first, and his brothers never sit beside him. Night and day straddle the sea.
Right, so
So,
that's probably
yeah.
moonstone for night. I'm gonna think maybe clear yellow topaz as the sun.
that makes sense.
Meanwhile-
Apollo and Artemis.
Yeah, meanwhile,
The underworld rests beneath all.
So obsidian's at the bottom.
yeah.
A tear is shed for the broken heart of love.
Pearl?
Rose quartz is pink.
But Aphrodite.
But I
was
mean, Poseidon
formed-
could be a pearl too, right?
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
Because it's a pearl from an oyster.
I was thinking.
But that also could be Aphrodite.
Aphrodite, Venus in the shell.
Right, so that's all right. So it's an abalone, right? Technically, which wouldn't have a pearl if we're gonna get.
I don't know. I'm just.
All right, fair enough. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going.
The one born from none stays close to her sire.
The one born from none.
That could be a pearl.
That could be a pearl. That could also be. Didn't Aphrodite technically come from the sea? Right, she was born from
Yeah.
none of them. Right, technically.
It's close to her sire, but her sire was.
Okay, was that all of it?
The order to place them I've always
Okay, all right.
So we got rose quartz, pearl, and sapphire are the ones that I would say that we're not 100% on.
Yeah, thank you.
Pearl, now that you say that, pearl makes sense for Poseidon,
But so does sapphire.
but so does sapphire. Rose quartz. Wait, who are we missing?
King is
Wait.
first, so we're gonna call King is Zeus, right?
Yeah.
Then we're gonna say, and his brothers never sit beside him, so that's gonna be obviously Hades and Poseidon.
Yeah, and it also says the underworld
Rest beneath.
rests beneath all, so it would be top Zeus, bottom Hades.
Right. Night and day straddle the sea, so that'll be what we're thinking is the moonstone and the yellow topaz, which we're thinking is Artemis and Apollo.
Yeah,
So they're gonna surround
Poseidon.
whatever Poseidon ends up being, which is fine because then that means that they could be anywhere in the middle, and that will keep, in and of itself, that will keep the three of them separate.
Apart.
Oh,
The
that's true.
deer.
But that's true too. Meanwhile, the underworld rests beneath them all, so that's
Okay.
the bottom, right?
Yeah.
A tear is shed for the broken heart of love. Now, the tear could be a sapphire,
Yeah.
too, because you know what I mean.
Yeah.
For the broken heart of love, the one from none stays close to her sire. Okay, so so I think, hang on, was that 7? King, 2 brothers, night and day. Tear. Oh wait, well then there's the tear, there's broken heart, and then or one of those two, and then there's the one born from none. So we may be overthinking it.
See, I'm thinking the one born from none, given who we have, would be Athena. 'Cause She burst from Zeus's head.
Yeah.
And that means she would still have a sire. She still has
Okay.
a father, even though she wasn't born. But I don't know whether rose quartz or pearl makes more sense for. Oh, I'm gonna play D&D. Can I make a religion check to see what kind of stone rose quartz might be?
Absolutely.
Thank you. All right. I said religion. That is a 16.
So, and you're inquiring specifically about the rose quartz.
Yes.
Rose quartz is often a symbolization of romantic energies.
Okay. So we got Aphrodite for the
And-
rose
Okay,
quartz.
so that tracks with
And
this.
and just to be clear, like each material, there are 7 of each material, correct? Like there's perfectly 7 of each one. So if I go to gold, there's 7 gold pieces, there's 7 sapphire. It's not like, there's maybe a gold triangle, square, circle, oval, but then there's sapphire, like heart, they're all the same.
Yeah, they're all a mixture of those 7 shapes that you saw in the indentations. And it from a quick glance, it looks like there are varieties of each shape in each stone.
Okay. Can I make one more religion check?
Uh-huh.
I want to see if there's any kind of godly energies associated with a sapphire. That is an 18.
That is exactly what you needed, my sir. Sapphire is associated close with like clarity and like clarity of mind, peacefulness, higher intelligence.
Wisdom,
One might say.
one might say. Okay. So we got Athena, and then the pearl would be Poseidon, like Ted suggested. So first we got Zeus. Zeus, we're saying, is gold. The one that was unbroken, the one who was unborn, where is it? One born from none stays close to her sire, so that would be Athena, which is sapphire. What was the second shape, Ralph?
The second shape is a square.
Square house. What's next?
Circle.
Circle.
So it's a house, a square, the circle,
Okay. What's the two after the circle?
Rectangle, oval.
So this might be where we get the Artemis, Poseidon, Apollo section.
Oh, wait, no. That doesn't make sense.
What do you mean?
No, I was thinking if the king is first, then the king is the house. His brothers would technically represent the square and the triangle, but the square sits beside the house, so it doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Got Hades at the bottom.
Yep.
What does it say? A tear shed.
Shed for the broken heart of love. And I don't know if the tear is the oval or the pear.
I think it's the pear.
That would be my guess.
Yeah.
It's vaguely teardrop shaped.
So that
Or I guess
would
pear
be
shaped,
the
if you want to be technical.
The only thing.
The one born from none stays close to her sire, so the one born from none would be the square.
Yeah. I'm thinking gods, not shapes.
Right,
Yeah.
but the order depicts where they sit on the piece. It's the order they go in.
Yeah.
So if the one born from none stays close to her sire, then wouldn't her color be that shape next to the house?
Yeah. It would be the sapphire would be the square one. Because yeah, sits next to the house.
Right.
So yeah.
The order's better.
Okay, cool. Night and day straddle the sea. That's okay. So I think based on the clues we have, it goes Zeus, Athena, Artemis, Poseidon, Apollo, Aphrodite, Hades. So that's gold, sapphire, moonstone, pearl, topaz, rose quartz, obsidian.
Yeah.
Yes.
That tracks.
Because as long as night and day come before a tier, I think that makes sense, doesn't it?
I think so.
Because the tier would represent the sea.
No, I think the tier represents. I think the tier. It's just giving us the the placement of the rose quartz.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
The tier represents the shape that we're looking for. All right. So if you guys are cool with that, let's put that shit there. So yeah, we get a house-shaped gold piece, a square sapphire, a rectangular
Moonstone.
moonstone, what's next?
Cool.
Rectangle.
Circle is the moonstone.
Circle is the moonstone.
Rectangle.
Rectangle is the pearl.
That's weird.
You know, rectangular pearl, sure. Why not?
Rectangular pearl,
Feel like-
and then it would be
Oval.
oval would be Apollo, so that was the topaz. The pear would be rose quartz, and the triangle would be obsidian. That has to go there, right?
I think you're onto it.
Unless.
I-
No. Wait, weird question. Either of you guys got manacles?
The best,
Like, you gotta have manacles.
the best I can do is carpenter stills.
Oh no, definitely not.
Definitely not. All right. I was gonna bind up this stag's legs with manacles, just in case we fuck it up. The king is first. Did that.
25, by the way.
Oh, you're so hit.
And
Like it's
19.
vanishing.
Oh, yeah, you-
See,
you guys.
You guys are doing great.
That more. Got it. Tear shed fruit. That makes the most sense. All right, I'm feeling great about this. Oberon also points. He got 4.
Realizing Lycus is gone, I'm gonna take out my shield.
All right, I go. Zaxos walks up and he puts all the bits and bobs where they're supposed to go.
What order do you put the bits and bobs in?
The square is gold. The house is gold. The square is
No, like walk me through specifically what order do you put these gems in? Which one? What do you do first?
Well, first I put the gold house shape up top
And you put that into the depression,
into the
into
depression.
the slot.
Yeah.
You slide it in.
Yeah.
It starts to glow a little.
Okay.
Then what do you do next?
Oh shit. But index throw. Let's see. It does it. Well, then I think I would put the. Do I have to do it in that order? I never thought of this. Next, I'm going to put night. So that's I'm going to put the moonstone in the circle space, which is the third one.
It starts to glow.
All right, and then I am going to put the topaz in the oval slot,
It starts to glow.
and then the pearl in the square one.
In the square one?
The
Rectangle.
rectangle.
Okay.
Sorry.
It starts to glow.
Pearl in the rectangle. Then the obsidian goes way at the bottom in the triangle.
He knows it's
Don't. They don't get that joke
I
yet.
don't get that joke. But yeah, it starts to glow.
Cool. And then the rose quartz in the pear shape.
It starts to glow.
And the sapphire in the square.
And as you slide the last gem into the slot, they all glow. And the minecart, you hear a come on, and it kind of like starts coming on. And there's mechanical whirring and like. And then 2 slots in the kind of like where the line of gems was on either side. 2 little like mechanical like doors like open, and it comes up from there. There's a green button and there's a red button.
All right, guys. I think I figured out where we got to go next. I think we got to make up some time. So let's load up onto this cart. This is probably the best way to go.
I'm already in the cart.
Yeah. Like it's just pokes its head up. I was like, yeah, I'm right here.
Oh, fuck. All right. Oberon, come on. And then I think, Pyrus,
Yeah.
are you comfortable?
Is this cart big enough for 3 people and a...
Yeah.
It's gonna have to be.
It's tiny. It's not spooning, like sitting spooning. Very bobsled-esque.
Yeah.
But you will manage to squeeze in there. Oberon's a cat, so he just kind of if I sit, that fits.
Yes.
If that fits, that's it.
I with a full fist pound on the green button.
And you guys take off. And you it's like very roller coaster vibes where it's
All right.
when you go dashing through. Everybody make Constitution saving throws. See if you hold your shit together.
Oh no.
Given my rolls, I probably will. Oh, I might.
I got a 21, but Oberon got a nat.
No.
I got a 17.
Okay, all 3 of you, like when that first lurch happens, like you guys feel the stomach flop. Like that's to give a little. Because you guys are not used to moving at this speed or this up and down.
Yeah.
Nothing in your world has ever come close to this, other than like a really stormy sea, maybe.
Oh yeah.
And unfortunately, you all keep it together, but Oberon gets it at both ends.
Oh no.
So now everybody make me another Constitution saving throw. What's your sitting order?
I'm up front because I just hit the big button.
Okay.
I guess since...
Wait, before you roll. Because it'll depend.
Okay.
What's your sitting order?
He was already in the cart, so I guess that puts me in the back.
Yeah, I guess so. All right.
Okay, and then where's Oberon?
Oberon's in my lap.
Okay. So yeah, everybody make another Constitution check, but this time at disadvantage because you are all downwind from him.
Oh!
Same number, so 15 again.
You're good.
Nat 1.
You also start puking. 8. You also start puking.
Wow.
Like it's just kind of to avoid all the backflash.
Bunch of amateurs.
Yeah, and you guys.
I'm trying to
And if any of you guys are keeping track of your travel or in relation to the invitation or in relation to the whole like waning moon thing that's going on. This chops 2 days off of your travel
Nice.
underground.
So, like, I guess when we first came down, does that count as the first day up until we got to the cart? So, like, have we been down here for 3 days, or we haven't?
No. So you got the invitation on this same day. You haven't taken a rest from it. This is all the same day that you woke up at Hephaestus's.
Okay.
You went through the underground section of his forge. You got past the gate. You went through. You fought the spiders. You guys are probably coming up to a time where like a long rest would be appropriate if you're going by like day and night. But on this day, the invitation says 5 days.
Okay, so we got about a 3-day travel ahead of us, and we have 5 days hence.
So he told the No Name told you that the travel depending would take 7 to 5 days roughly. So if you're going at the maximum of that travel, 7 days, you guys started. So now you are down to 5 days travel, and the party is in 5 days.
Okay. Cool.
Because the minecart took 2 days off.
Sweet.
Yeah, you were basically able to double and then some in your travel over the course of this cart.
Cool.
Right. So it takes you. And after, eventually, you guys get used to it, and then it's kind of like, all right, well, this seems like going on for a while.
The travel will only works for so long.
Exactly. And you guys are trekking along, and you start taking in what's around you, and you notice that there is this kind of bigger central tunnel taking you in a certain direction with the minecart. But off of this, you see other tunnels kind of branching out and going elsewhere under the earth. You would assume, as you dip deeper, sometimes it gets cold and a little wet and echoey, and then as you come up, sometimes you pass by pools of lava and it's hot, and you're going through all of this different underground terrain. And if you had not gotten this minecart, the instruction you got of it's a relatively straight shot would have been interesting to traverse.
Dope.
So eventually, you hear the cart on its own kind of slow down, and it starts to catch and stuff like that. And you see the green kind of glow under that button start to dim, and you get to the end of the line. You are still underground. This is ended in another kind of similar setup from where it started.
Yeah.
And from the tunnel ahead of you, there's no other branching off tunnels in this section. There's just the one forward. You guys hear the echoing of voices. Different types of voices. You hear some that sound like gurgling water, like laughter. You hear deep kind of kind of voices. You hear the splashing of water. You hear the roar of a fire. You hear people talking and laughing and just general, people noise. Or people noise. So that's where you
I got a 31 to high.
are. So high. Once again, it steps out of the cart, instantly gone.
I guess since we've reached the end of the cart and we're staring down this tunnel, is there a glow at the end of the tunnel, like they're close, or is it just we just hear it?
Where you are right now, situated by the minecart and where the opening of the tunnel is, you just hear voices. You don't necessarily see anything. You're just hearing.
Alright, I'm gonna take a water skin and clean the vomit off of me and
That's a great idea.
Oberon.
Probably do this. Clean myself.
Because you're doing this just mundanely.
No magic here.
No magic here. So I guess make a nature? Unless you want to argue a different one.
No, I'll take nature.
It was.
Or sleight of hand, maybe?
It happened on something else, but I'm gonna count it because we can do that because it's all part of my YouTube channel. So that's my rules.
What?
I got a super thanks on a video or a comment that I made. I'm gonna choose to apply that donation to trinkets. So maybe there's a trinket that lets you clean off puke.
Woo!
So like,
You
go
trigger.
ahead and make your ranger trinket roll.
63 dudes.
Close. 63 is a ballista that was magically shrunk down. You can use it as a crossbow.
Found a mini ballista in there. In the minecart.
Percentile roll, please.
If only could shoot away your problems. 20.
20 is an essay on martial strategy by a legendary tactician. So, you know, that'll come in handy. Unfortunately, it doesn't help you clean off puke.
No, it does not, unfortunately.
The art of cleaning puke.
Alright, so what did I get? I got...
I was gonna say on the essay of tacticians, you notice the
a jailer's key.
lambda, which is a Greek letter that is basically like the symbol of Sparta.
Their letter.
It's their letter.
I have a...
A little flavor on your trinket.
There you go. A jailer's key that gives you a +1 to checks to break out of physical bindings.
Ooh, that's handy.
I got a dirty 20 to clean me and Oberon off with a water skin.
You get real clean. You look better than you have in a couple days.
All right.
Did I get all my puke off?
Oh yeah, what about you?
Oh, just not bad.
That is a 12.
Most of it off. There's still a little bit of a funk on you, but it blends a little bit into like the general like sweat and dirt and bust of being
Honestly,
on the
if you pee on yourself a little bit, that will overpower the rest of it.
ground.
It smelled like I did that night after the party.
Yeah!
Wow.
Memories.
Guys have been through so much.
I know. Look at us coming out the other side. All right. Like us wherever you might be, if you can hear me, you want to go check out, see what that is? Since
I'm
nobody
already
can
up there.
see.
He's already
I
gone.
was gonna say, couldn't you send Oberon to scout?
Yeah, but I frankly think Lycus would be better at it. I could, but he's,
Alright.
he's sneakier, he's better at talking English.
I'm just gonna carry over your stealth roll from hiding
Sure, well, that's the plan.
into this because you're there. So stealth. He's so stealthy. So yeah, you sneak your way up. And the tunnel starts to kind of dip downward a little bit and it curves just ever so slightly. And you see an opening. And your eyes are suddenly flooded because up until this point you've been in dark.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember who has dark vision.
Me?
Just you?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you guys were going on this terrifying journey underground in the dark. And all of a sudden your eye like it's almost like harsh for how many hours you've been down here, but you see the bright warm glow of many fires. And as you kind of sneak and you look up and you hear you're able to catch bits of more conversation and you look and what you see ahead of you is like a bigger kind of open cavern and there's I guess like pond would be the appropriate size.
Okay.
There's like a water pond in the middle of this and on the banks around it are cooking fires and various tables and different kind of campfires where people are gathered around, and there are often kind of a corner there are some beds, and you see different forms of water dwellers, so like tritons, naiads. You see all these there's some hippocampi in the pond, and you see them kind of coming in and out of the pond.
Okay.
And like coming up and greeting the different people around. You also see in here there are some Oreads, which are fire spirits. You see Cyclopes. You see some like lava elementals. You see different types of creatures from these two different worlds. All kind of congregating here, hanging out, talking, different people. Like some of them will get up and leave after a while. And over here, You hear some people. Oh, give me a perception check to see how
Are
much.
you sure?
Yes.
You sounded quite uncertain. Okay, I'm just checking.
No, you could.
All right, okay. That is
Just to see how much you pick up from
that
conversation.
is a 27.
Okay, so you hear some groups of people kind of complaining about like how much it sucks to work for a god and how Poseidon's been in a right state since he got caught up in the demigod feud. Some people are saying how they're thankful that Hephaestus has stayed out of the interpersonal drama. And then you hear someone else chime in, yeah, but we supply all the gods with their shit, so we're having to work overtime, even so.
Okay.
You hear some of the water dwellers like talking about how the winds have been getting super messed up lately because Aelith has been summoning them all to his palace in the west. You hear someone saying, oh, but the waning moon is, starting to calm the tides down at least, so that helps. You hear them talking about how like there's been an increase of like the souls of sailors just kind of wandering and not finding rest. You hear complaints about things from the deep earth starting to cause trouble. One of them basically being like, oh, spiders. And you get the sense that this is kind of like the watering hole for the workers and subjects of Hephaestus and Poseidon who share this underground space. You give me. Let me see. Give me one more perception check.
14.
Okay. You don't. I'm gonna say you see a. You see a Cyclops. Coming from, and you'll notice there are a couple of different tunnels that enter into this place.
Okay.
And coming down one of them, you see a Cyclops riding a basically giant fire salamander. And like the cute, right? Like salamanders, they're like the cute ones.
Yep.
Right? Just that, but big.
Sure. Okay.
Got it. And on fire?
And I don't know on fire, but like there's
There's a vibe.
a vibe, there's a glow, there's a heat. Yeah.
He wants to do something.
And so you see a Cyclops in like riding this thing. This thing is like saddled and bridled and like obviously like some sort of a steed. And you'll see him ride it kind of. It'll be a little bit out of your field of vision. But you see him ride off to the side, kind of disappear for a second, and then when he comes back, he is no longer riding it, and you're not sure where it went.
All right. With that, I guess I will make my way back to the group and fill them in on this weird watering hole / god worker gossip point.
Oh, that's great. We actually got a lot of shit to talk about gods too if we wanted to blend in.
A lot of water, a lot of fire.
Go.
You know.
All right, cool.
A lot of tunnels leading off in different directions.
Yeah, but you said it was a bed. There were beds, right?
I don't think I said that at all.
Oh, I think you did.
Totally did not say that at all.
I heard that. So I could hear the beds from here. So yeah,
The creak of bed.
yeah, sounds like bed. Do you? So I just figure we go say hi, right? Because they're in our way. We're not gonna like sneak by them.
Didn't the robot say that not everyone down here is friendly?
Yeah, but they seem nice.
Until we show up.
No. You ever meet any nature spirits before?
I have. It tried to attack us on the beach. Didn't we? No. Didn't.
No. I'm reading the script.
Yeah.
Relatively straight shot. Arguable. A lot of creatures live within the deep earth. They cohabitate with Hephaestus and his subjects well enough, but since you are mortal, they may not be so kind to you.
Is it dryads often try and peep me nude out in the forest? So I think I got a little of an.
But none of these look like
understanding.
woodland creatures.
Yeah, I'm just saying I've got experience with nature with nature spirits.
Based on the little robot's writings.
Yeah.
Only 2 of us are human.
Yeah, I'm not.
Maybe you should go talk to him.
All right. Yeah. If you guys want me to leave you out of it, you're just gonna hide over there.
I mean, I'll stand in the back and maybe you can introduce me. But I mean, you're the closest thing they have to a god.
Oh, that's true. Oh no, I hope they don't think I'm part of management. Because I'm really more for the workers. But yeah, I like that idea. I can help. I can walk on over. Everybody likes pets, so I'll bring over them. All right, you guys hang out here. I'll call you if I think it's necessary. Or if I think it's funny. And then I walk off over to where all of the nature spirits are.
Okay, so
He's
you
gonna die.
follow the same kind of path down and around.
Yep.
Opens up into the same scene.
Yep.
Are you just going up? Like, are you making an entrance? Are you coming in quietly? Are you just heading to the first group of people you can find?
Yeah, basically,
Like,
I'm going
what's your
to.
move?
Well, when I break into the lighted area, if there is a group near me, I'm going to walk over kind of cautiously just to be like, hey, I was just passing by. I don't want to interrupt. Just kind of like trying to see what's going on.
Cool.
That's my vibe. It's
Okay.
just like, it's like shying away a little bit and a little hello.
All right. So you come across the first kind of like camping fire, not necessarily like a cooking fire or
Yeah.
anything like that. And around it there is a cyclops, there is a naiad, and there's a triton.
All right, yeah.
They're all sitting there, you know, gabbing and what have you, drinking,
I'm going to pop over and,
dabbing.
She said,
hello, excuse me. Hi.
And they all just,
Hello. My name's Axos. I'm on a quest. The gods put me on it. It's a real bummer. We don't really like it. You seem upset. I'm sorry. I
no,
can
you
go.
just, the cyclops kind of takes big inhales and just kind of walks up to you and just,
Can't tell if you're growling. Oh god. Oh god. Hello.
he's totally dead.
Oh, you put me back down. That's nice.
and as he held you up, you'll notice his eye dart and kind of lock on your Star Galaxy belt. Your Star Wool belt.
Oh no, mine's a.
Oh, you're the which one's it? You're the belt. Are you the belt?
I'm the bell.
You're the belt. You're the shield cover.
I have the Dread Pirate Robin.
You have the Dread Pirate Robin's mask.
Yeah.
Are you wearing it or is it?
No, I'm not with
Hit
it. I'm trying to be. I would say it's not. It's just like hanging off of my belt.
But it's visible.
It's visible.
Okay, so you see his eye catch that, and then you know he puts you back down.
Oh yeah, I got this from a nice lady.
And then the naiad will kind of like watery kind of flow like just be like, oh, it's a meat pie. We don't get your type down here very often.
No, I wouldn't imagine you would. Most people, or half people, like the sunshine, so they don't come down here much.
Mm.
Yeah, is that you guys? No one ever really called me a
As she-
demigod before.
As
It's
you're
not
talking,
really been a
she's
thing.
kind of like walking around, putting her hands on you, kind of like getting up in your space.
Excuse me. Sorry, I've got experience with dryads trying to peep me nude. So I just like
Those
to.
dryads, they are dreadfully tricky.
They are right. So thanks. I was just passing through. I'm on a quest. Didn't
What's
mean
passive?
to. My passive perception is a 16.
Cool. As she's going around and kind of, but like you are able to feel and kind of catch her trying to, not necessarily like she's going for anything in particular, but you catch her kind of rifling and like seeing what bits she might be able to snap off.
Gotcha. I'm gonna be cool about it. Oh, like, oh, excuse me, love. I'm gonna take a step back. Thank you.
And
So
you see her like her color go from this like clear aqua, like tropical,
Yeah.
whatever, and it gets a little deeper and a little darker as she kind of pulls away.
Alright, you guys are focusing up on my demigodness a lot more than I'm used to, and it's making me a tad bit uncomfortable, so if it's alright with everyone here, I'm just gonna go on my way. Didn't mean to interrupt your party. Sorry. Sorry.
Hey,
Start to, like, back off.
and you see coming from like the opposite side of the tunnel, a little spark kind of and come up, and a wee little like magma person kind of figure kind of up next to you and be like, do you need help?
Oh, I doubt so much and not at all, both at the same time.
You seem lost.
Well, I got to go pretty much straight, and that's been going okay.
Kind of looks around at the circular room and the different tunnels and it's like, I mean, if you know which way straight is for you, cool.
No, not at all. Yeah, I was trying to get to Crete.
Oh.
You know which tunnel leads to Crete?
Yeah, you want to go to the southern tunnel.
Yeah.
And you'll notice above each of the tunnels is carved in like N,
Cool.
S, E, like the different directions.
Nice.
And then there's also ones for like northeast, northwest, so on and so forth.
Cool. Oh, thanks.
Do you have you're going, I'm sorry. You're going south?
Yeah.
Do you have a way to get across the lava pit?
You know what? I did. The lava pit was not written down in my instructions, so I wasn't
Are you
totally.
were you sent from somewhere?
Kinda. All right, and then I go through the whole spiel. Then I do every fucking thing I do my own book.
Okay.
Yeah, so it just said go to Crete, and
So
then
you're coming from Lemnos?
from Lemnos, and then the little guy, I forget his name. Oh, you didn't have one. Little guy.
Oh yeah, none of them do.
Yeah, that's so sad.
Yeah, it really is.
So yeah, so no, you just said go. So we're going. I mean, yeah, me and Oberon here.
He like just takes notice of. Is Oberon there?
Yeah.
Oh, he came with you.
Yeah, I said
Okay.
I'm gonna bring me cat because everybody
right,
likes
right.
pets.
That's true. So he notices Oberon for the first time, and he's just like, "Oh,
He's dead or undead. I'm not really sure which.
okay." I was about to say there's something a little off.
Yeah, he's a little off. It was a gift from the gods. He died.
Oh, you can't question those.
Nope. I just live with him. He's
Yeah.
nice though. He's me mate.
And you see him kind of like go up and the magman, and like it's hurting Oberon, but because he's kind of undead, like that kind of flesh burns away, and then as he removes itself, it kind of reattaches.
Oh, good boy.
Just for fun. Fun flavor.
Well, do you have any recommendations for getting over a lava pit?
Oh, done. Salamander seed.
All right. How does one acquire 3 of those?
Oh. Well, you can try to fight one and subdue it. You
Alright.
can try to trade for one. A lot of people here have them. The cage is over that way.
Right.
I was gonna say if you only really need one, I could probably help you out with that. But
How much can they carry?
you saw one carrying a cyclops.
I did not.
I
You
explained
did
that.
not actually. You did.
I explained that.
Oh, well, we explained that, but not the beds. All right.
What,
See what our priority
what,
is?
what beds are we talking about?
The beds in the camp. I can see them.
You can see them now.
Nope.
Oh, lovely. Yeah. What's your name, mate?
That's where Celine looks around the room to find a name.
Yeah.
John is familiar with that move.
Metoclases.
Metoclacy?
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. My name is Axos.
Meta, for short.
Okay, Meta. Meta. All right. Would you... Yeah, man, if you don't mind...
But I said I'm sticking with it.
I'm not arguing with you even a little. So yeah, if you wouldn't mind helping a guy out, how could I help you out in return?
Honestly. Stealing I need another name. Someone give me a name.
Carl.
Carl. Stealing Carl's the salamander is gift enough.
All right, yeah. I don't really want to ask. We're doing a thievery. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Was that not clear?
It is now, and that's the part I like to focus on. Yeah, that's great. Where should I meet you when you steal this? There might be some other.
Oh, no. I'm not stealing.
Oh,
I'm the distraction.
all right. So Meta, I would like to introduce you to some of my friends, if that's all right.
Yeah, it's fine by me.
All right. So we're gonna go down the tunnel a little bit.
Make a perception check while all this is going
That is a 24.
on. You notice the group that you first went to talk to
Yeah.
are still kind of like every now and then glancing over towards your area, and you like see them like kind of whisper. At one point, you see the Triton get up and go to like another group and like start talking and stuff like that, and like you just get the sense of like word is kind of spreading that you're down here, like that there's a demigod down here.
All right. Matt, 2 real quick questions before I meet you up with my friends. One, why is me being a demigod such a big deal?
Oh well, demigods have inborn god powers.
Yeah.
Which means you have a touch of the divine. So
Yeah.
if they slay you and consume you, they get their power.
Okay. What about normal humans? How do they feel about normal humans?
You know where there wasn't
Cats.
fucking boats.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, like, they're people, like, don't mess with us. Like, we won't mess with you, but, like, come to our area, we might mess with you a little bit 'cause it's fun.
All right. Yeah. What's the plan for getting? Which one's Carl, by the way?
He points over, and you don't know this, but it's the Cyclops that, like, saw riding in. So he's about 2 feet taller than the other Cyclops that you were talking to.
Right. Okay.
Like, that guy.
Cool. I'm pretty visible. Everyone's looking at me.
Yeah, we should probably
Yeah, we should probably go.
before too much attention gets brought.
Yeah. So how am I supposed to steal something if everyone's all looking at me?
I got you.
All right.
We're going to meet your friends?
Yeah. Well, I feel like I can't go because everyone's fucking looking at me. I'm gonna break off. I'm gonna bust out a piece of parchment. And then I'm gonna scribble a quick note. Guys, I'm stealing a salamander. Meet me by the south tunnel, and I'm gonna give it to Oberon and be like, all right, give that to. Oh shit, I can't read. Yeah, fuck it, I'll figure it out. Yeah, give this to thank you. Give this to Lycus and Pyrus. Lead them towards the proper tunnel. I'm gonna do a thievery.
And Oberon goes back to the minecart area where you guys are waiting, and he
Get all that? Pretty dark in here with no dark vision.
Mm-hmm.
Go figure it out.
All right. Let me just take my hooded lantern and real
Peek-a-boo it a little
dim.
bit.
Read what it says.
Yeah.
Oh. He's gonna try to steal a giant salamander from a Cyclops. We're supposed to go there and meet him by the south tunnel.
How do we get to the south tunnel?
Well, I assume we go to the room where all of the things that probably want us dead are.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, do you have blankets or like cloaks?
Let's see, what
or
do I
things.
have? I have clothes.
Clothes are important.
I've got
appreciate.
rope. I've got some tinderbox.
Okay, all right. So here's what I'm thinking: we take excess fabric and we just stuff it in all of the joints of your armor, because you were trying to do crime, and you are routinely the opposite of stealth. So if we can like muffle you as a whole, I think we stand a better chance.
I mean,
Unless you have a better idea, which would involve you taking your armor off, which takes like 1.5 years to put back on. So Or, just like do your best and I'll be around while you stealth your way down. Yeah, all right, sure, whatever. Let's find out. This is gonna go great.
You use your action to give him the help action on his stealth check, and then you use your bonus action to hide.
Well, I just have Oberon use the help action and have him hide.
Yeah. Oh no, he's good. He's good. He's good to be seen. All right.
So you two sneak up. You see the same theme that you saw before. You see it now. A bunch of tunnels. As you look around, trying to find what is the stealth tunnel?
It's off right above it.
You are coming from the northeast. So it's gonna be kind of down at an angle from you. So if you're coming in from here, it's gonna be like that.
Okay.
Across the pond. So
Sure.
you need basically we're gonna do a series of checks. Need to stealth your way around the pond without drawing attention to yourself.
Yep.
To get to that area.
Sure.
That's what you guys are working with.
Great.
You, Meta is gonna take you and kind of lead you through kind of the crowds or whatever, and you are going to the salamander pens are basically between the tunnel you came from and the tunnel where you need to go.
Oh, perfect.
It's over here.
Yeah, let's do that.
So he takes you around and kind of takes you again, it's a little bit off. There's an opening, almost like a pen or a stable for these things, kind of off from the main area. So he's gonna bring you in and lead you over to what did we say his name was? Carl's salamander.
Yeah.
And be like, right, so this is Sally.
When did you get an accent?
I don't know. You do wrong.
Cool.
So this is Sally.
Sally the salamander.
Yeah, you're gonna be taking her.
Cool. Love that. She seems lovely.
They seem pretty well trained, and are contained in just basic iron kind of gates that you could probably easily open and close. He's Meta's gonna tell you that so yeah, once you and your friends are on her, just say where you're going and she'll take you there.
Okay. Yeah.
Be careful not to touch her skin. Make sure you're only on the saddle.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna go cause a distraction.
All right. Can you wait for a signal?
Oh, what kind of signal?
I'm gonna scratch me nose on the right side.
Oh, I won't be able to see you.
Okay.
Unless you're planning to come back out into the main area.
Oh, it's gonna be way over there.
What is it like?
Well, I don't know where Carl is, mate. I don't know where you're providing this.
Where is
So basically, I'm gonna cause a diversion so everybody's attention is on the opposite side of the pond.
Oh, we're just gonna go.
I'm just gonna go do that, and then you just do this and get to the south tunnel as fast as you can.
I'm just playing.
Well, I think I could do it.
So this is happening. Are you guys going right away
Well,
to start stealthing? Are you observing for a while first? Did you let them know that there was going to be any sort of
you just told us.
diversion?
This out.
You just said to meet you in
So
the
all
south tunnel,
here's what
right?
we're gonna do.
Yes, and then what I was gonna do is now that I have new information, I was gonna send Oberon with another note.
Oberon's already with them.
Runs with us.
You already
Didn't
sent the
come back.
notes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back.
It's not gonna look suspicious. Your line's just running between the tunnel and you.
No.
All right. So we're gonna. How big is your
time.
shield? Your shield's pretty big, right?
I think it's just a standard, Spartan shield.
Is it a Spartan shield? Yeah. All right.
That I will also remind you is covered in star wool.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. They don't know.
No. My point is, could you, if you scrooge down real small, sit on top of the shield?
Well, I guess because it's a balance. It's a balance.
Yeah. All right. So
shield.
here's what we're gonna do.
Small.
I'm gonna give you a bunch of ball bearings, and you're gonna drop them in front of you, and I'm just gonna push you real quiet, like all the way over around the lake and over to the other side, so that you're not doing anything. You're not even moving. You're just staying still, and I'm just gonna shimmy you across on these 1,000 ball bearings that I have in this bag.
I have rope. What if you throw me and
It just pull you. Yeah, all right, yeah, okay. That's actually I have 2,000 ball bearings, so we can. You just sit still and try not to move, and I'll just pull you along. And maybe Oberon can also be there to block visually. He's just walking along, and I'll stealth across, and then I'll just shoot you like
this makes
like-
sense. I get it.
Yeah.
So I'll hold on to the rope with one hand, and I'll kind of like duck down behind Oberon with the other, and I'm just gonna slide across these balls.
Cool.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So you're pulling and Oberon is helping steer so he doesn't go off left or right.
Correct. Because the ball bearings are just ball bearings.
Yeah.
So this is like every Mission Impossible scene, except instead of you coming down, you're just going across the flat surface, just very slowly.
Yes.
So the
Okay.
lamest version, but maybe the safest version.
Okay.
She had a plan for this specific plan.
No, she had not.
I did not see this coming.
It's very outlandish.
It's so fun.
I
I
also
love it.
have oil if we think oil will help you slide faster across this.
It definitely won't slow him down.
That's true.
Okay.
I have many pints of oil. So
So here's. Okay, so we have Team A
Hi.
and Team B.
sure.
I need one person from Team B, so pick one of you.
Okay.
And you. Both make a percentile.
Yeah.
And you want to match each other high or low.
Oh, boy.
So
Oh, so
you
if
either
I-
both want to be under 50 or you both want to be above 50 to see if these two plans of attack coincide with each other.
That makes sense.
Or whether one thing happens then and like whether it's off timed
Yeah.
or whether it's timed for the greatest benefit for everybody.
I'm going low.
All right. Do you want to roll? No.
I thought it was a D20. That's why I picked.
Oh, I thought you guys were doing the percentiles.
Well, that's
That,
you picked me because you thought we were rolling d20s.
if someone's rolling D20, it's always 10.
No, my rolls have been garbage. So
Honestly, you really only need to roll the tens one. Okay.
44.
75.
Fuck you, Sean. Come on.
All right.
And what job?
So, Team A,
Everywhere.
I need a combined stealth check.
Team A now, because you suck.
Oberon can give the help action.
Cool.
well, it's not
Yeah,
bad.
we're never-
It's a 16.
30.
Okay. The number you were trying to beat was 40 combined. So, you slowly.
You didn't roll for over.
No.
He's giving you help.
Giving you help.
So basically, that would have counteract the disadvantage, but you rolled a 17 and a 15, so it doesn't actually matter.
Yeah. So you guys, like his stealths across with his rope, leaving a trail of ball bearings. You guys start sliding along
Oberon pattern, very silent.
very silently, very slow, very quiet. You're staying towards kind of the outskirts of the people, so you're a little bit more in the shadow. You're in like the dim light from the fires.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So now we're gonna jump. You guys are mid crossing.
Sure.
We're gonna jump over to you and Meta. So Meta's like, all right, so go.
Yeah, roll now.
And you see him, and he kind of like starts to like go underground and like burrow,
Oh, that's
very like Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
And you wait because you're in this offshoot room. Are you staying in there until you hear a distraction? Or are you gonna go out and try to see like what's your
No, I think I'm staying here until I hear the distraction. Because I don't want the thing to be happening and then me run against the crowd.
fair? Okay.
Because that's the most suspicious thing.
So, you sit there, and after a second or two, you hear an explosion.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You hear some steam.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You hear a lot of screams
Okay. Okay.
and yells.
Yeah.
You hear a lot of feet moving,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then it gets kind of quiet as these sounds kind of go away from you. You guys out in this see basically on the opposite side of the bank a lava geyser kind of come up. You see it go over and it hits a couple of the dryads and the water, and they start going up in steam. So now the room is kind of steamy and like foggy. And thus creating chaos and people starting to blame each other, like, hey, it wasn't on me, blah, 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 blah. It came from over there. And now it's just kind of like a whirlwind of chaos that's a little more concentrated to the opposite side. So I'm going to need from you now, you hear all this.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a sleight of hand
Oops, sorry, bud.
to get the gate open, the iron wrought gate. Either sleight of hand or it can be a strength check, whichever one you would prefer.
I think to myself as I
gonna
do
go with a
this,
sleight of hand.
Cool. It's a
no
low
one
DC.
will see my genius.
Again, there's not any complicated rock or lock mechanism
But
or
you'll
anything like that.
I don't know.
You got it.
it.
It opens out, and you see this big, like the head is like
Mm-hmm.
yay big,
Mm-hmm.
and it kind of, you see like little tendrils of smoke coming up out of it as it kind of like looks at you and like.
I am going to duck my head down a little bit so I'm below its face
Mhm.
level as a sign of subservience, and then I'm just gonna be like, "Well, hello, hot stuff." It's a bit of a joke. My name's Axos, and me and my friends is gonna be riding you if that's all right.
Make an animal handling check.
Dirty. Oh no, 16.
16. Cool. He kind of like, and he does that little like lizard thing with the tongue.
Mm-hmm. I feed him one of my Popeyes.
Like the tongue like
Yep,
wipes
over
the
the
broad
eyes.
over, and he kind of and lowers himself. Lowers himself so that you can.
All right. I hop on and like first I want to take a look around. Is anyone here viewing me do this?
No, not in this area. Just a bunch of other salamanders. Like,
Okay. And I have to leave this area, go to the main area to get
Yeah.
to the tunnel. To
yes.
get
So
to the
basically,
Yeah.
this is where you came from.
Yeah.
This is the pond.
Yeah.
A bunch of tunnels.
Tunnel.
Tunnel. Stables.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Kind of meow.
Yeah.
Shabba. South tunnel.
Okay.
Commotion.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. I'm going
So you
to
all know what's happening with my poorly drawn map.
Gotcha.
Stable. You guys are skirting your way through this way. And this is where you're heading.
Cool.
Okay.
I'm going to try and like whistle for Oberon so he knows where I am. It's a thing we do.
Cool.
Take off.
So yeah, I'm not gonna make you roll for that. I'm gonna say he hears it. You guys see Oberon kind of pause for a hot sec, and his ear, like you see the like animal like ear twitch of like locating where it's coming from, and then kind of starts guiding
Yeah, sure.
the string a little bit and kind of tugging so that you know where to pull
Yeah.
and where to go. Because again, everything at this now is like bright flashes of light after you guys have been in darkness for hours. Steam clouding the vision, lots of noise and chaos. So you're just like, okay, let's go.
Mhm.
Let's go.
This is all accurate.
And now your Oberon is gonna guide them to you're hanging out in the stables until these guys get to you.
Yeah.
Cool.
I want them to be I want to be all mounted
Yeah.
up before we break into that main room.
Cool. You guys are able to get there without any issues and you meet up.
All right, don't touch the skin. Hop on. I've met a friend and we're doing crime. Yeah. Once they're up, I'm gonna be like,
Yep, you are all that. Once again, it's a little tight. It's a little more snug than you want. And over on Big Cat is like perched in your lap awkwardly. And yeah, so you're all on.
all right, Sally, we would like to go through the south tunnel to Crete as fastly as you could get us there, if you please.
She takes off.
Archie, that's faster than I expected. Marcus, hold on tighter. You might fall off the back.
You guys take off like a flash, and scurry through. You guys, if you want to stop and rest, get like a long rest, you can do that. I'm gonna say while you're mounted and while she's moving, since she can kind of do most of the work on her own, I would say that you guys are able to get a short rest, because again, it's kind of bumpy, it's kind of tumultuous, so you're not gonna go full rest. But you can grab a short rest if you want. If you want to stop and take a long rest, that's up to you. But yeah, she takes you off.
I'm gonna say, so there are lava tunnels that we need the salamander to get through. Also, it looks like maybe if we run into things associated with the godly pantheon, they might try to kill me and eat me to consume my god essence. That's what I found out.
Doesn't say that.
It doesn't, and
Doesn't
you know
say
what?
you need a lava salamander.
It does not, and we're gonna have some words for No Name next time we see him. But also, yeah, from now on, we try and play down the fact that me dad's a god, so things don't try to eat me, if you please.
I mean, I'm just trying to not be seen at all.
And you're doing a great job, mate.
But if you get eaten, that means we don't get eaten.
Yeah, but then you don't have the mum book, and then you die.
But if you
There
get
needs to
eaten,
be seen.
Yeah,
we don't get
yeah.
eaten. That's okay with me.
Yeah. No, I see why it would be. It's a good. It's
Thank
bless
you.
Thank you.
Bless you, love. It's good in a short time for you, but I don't think it would end up well in the long term, because we will have failed our quest from the gods, and they're usually pricks.
You failed the quest.
No. If one of us fails, we all fail. We all
Going-
too, me brother.
Sally is crawling, but you'll know, like, because she is a salamander who lives down here, it's not just like on the ground straight forward. Like, if she hears things coming, she crawls up and like onto the wall and onto the ceiling, and then goes back under. Sometimes she goes through weird little crevices and around. And it is a very unique writing experience.
Ooh, when we're going through one of the crevices, these like weird
Mhm.
sections, I feel like that might be a good point to pull over and take a long rest.
Sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
So somewhere it's a little harder to find if something gives chase, like
Cool.
Carl, for instance.
So you stop, you take a long rest. I'm gonna say, you guys have been down here for the equivalent of like after riding on her all of this time, I'm gonna say the equivalent of like 2 days travel
Okay.
is where you're at right now.
Cool.
So if you were to look on the invitation, it would say 3 days.
3 days hence.
3 days hence.
Hmm.
Once again, because you successfully got a faster mode of travel, this also chops time off of your travel. So yeah. We're gonna take a break now.
All
Be back
right.
soon, internet.
Right. You forgot that we were going to take a break?
No, there's something else.
I shoot it with my bow.
We're not shooting anything.
Okay.
All right. So, did you guys take a long rest? Is that where we left?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so you hunker down, you take a long rest, whoop-de-doo. It's a spooky night. There are things creepy crawly. I'm assuming you take shifts of a watch.
Yes.
Night passes on it. Well, night. You can't really tell what time it is. Passes uneventfully. You get back on Sally, the salamander, and you continue on your journey. Eventually, you come across the lava pits that were described to you before. It's basically like a river of lava that you kind of have to get across, and you see there are these big stepping stones that typically like would be too far for you to just hop on,
Mhm.
but on the seed you see like this was made for them to cross.
Okay.
And like as she's bringing you over, you see like other giant salamanders of the same species like lazily like slithering through the lava and like hanging out. You get across uneventfully. You keep going. And eventually the pressure of the earth lessens slightly. Your trajectory kind of tilts upward as you start coming up. And you notice that the cavern walls go from like ragged to a little more hewn to a little more shaped. And you come across another kind of like area where you start to see those giant mosaics and murals again.
Mm.
So like you see one of like there's Zeus like with a hand reaching down grabbing lightning bolts from Cyclopes while the other arm is throwing. You see an image of a beautiful woman trapped in a golden throne and like wrapped up. You see a beautiful younger woman carrying a very heavily lidded jar. You see one that it's a little bit higher up in the sky, so like these are kind of like on the walls as you're passing these little vignettes. And as you look up you see the image of two humanoid shapes, one smaller, one larger, with feathered wings flying up by a mosaic of the sun with waves
Don't do that.
bordering underneath.
Okay.
And you keep going up, and then eventually you start to hear sounds, you start to hear voices, you start to hear clanging, you start to see all these different things.
I hide.
You're on a salamander, you can't.
Ah, damn it!
And Sally eventually leads you to what you see before you is a bigger kind of opening, a sea of people that are kind of getting split into different lines. Think almost like an amusement park.
Okay.
Like going through like the ticket booths or
Sure,
the different
yeah.
like the security and all that stuff.
Mhm.
And you see at each of these different places a lava kind of elemental in like booths. And as people are going up, every now and then you see the metal gates in between each of these booths kind of open and then close as like through. And at this point, Sally stops at the back of one of these kind of like lines. And
Oh, I think we're here then.
All right.
All right. I hop on. Thanks, Sally. All right. I guess we got to hop in the queue. When you say
she
people,
gives you a lick.
are they out? Are
You
they?
can-
Ah, damn it!
3 points of fire damage.
Ow! Ow! Well, I appreciate it, love. No, when you say there are people on these queues,
Rock elementals, fire elementals, naiads, not naiads, Oreads, Cyclops, little magnet people,
okay,
like,
all right,
yeah, the denizens of Hephaestus' universe.
cool.
I'm assuming the minute we walked in here, all eyes were on us. They haven't noticed us yet.
They haven't quite noticed you yet because again, there's a decent throng of movement and commotion of people moving in and out of these gates, and like you'll see other tunnels kind of connecting into this common like big area. And you'll hear different things going out, like different voices shouting out, like, next! Or whatever. And as you observe, like, so again, there's a lot of commotion and there's enough movement and people being like, think like New York City subway. Like, people are there to get to their job.
Sure.
They don't really care what's going on around them, other than, I need to get through this fucking line. So, yeah.
First thing I'm gonna do is cast Disguise Self.
Oh.
So I don't look like me.
Okay, what do you look like?
I look like Lycus, but like all the features are just like a little different.
Okay.
I am just like a little
Off-brand
too
Lycus?
Yeah, like I look like Lycus's stupid brother.
Okay, alright, cool.
Now, these creatures that we see, none of them, now that he's done this, but either way, these creatures that we see, do any of them, like, some of them are vaguely humanoid, or humanoid in shape. So there's the potential that you could look like, I don't know if that's beneficial or not, to look like one of them. These spirits or these lava people.
Yeah, I would say you would be able to kind of take the guise of one of them that are vaguely humanoid.
Okay.
Like their human shape, not their elemental shape.
No, I want to look as normal human as possible. Nobody tries to eat me.
All right, yeah. So
I'm hoping the magic will disguise my smell.
Fair enough.
All right. Okay now, blokes. I guess we got to go in the line.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right.
All right, so you guys wait online, and line. You slowly wake your way up. After probably like 10, 15 minutes, you eventually get up to the booth. And you'll hear a voice call out, next! And you go up to the booth, and the lava elemental sits there and looks at you expectingly.
We've got to get through.
Yeah,
Please.
so does everybody else.
Yeah.
On the thing.
I show him the thing.
What thing?
With the
The
invitation. I show him the invitation.
What does that mean?
It means I gotta get through there.
That means that you are invited to a party. That
Yes.
doesn't say anything about entrance.
Where does this line go?
The forge?
What about the other lines?
Forge?
They're all going to the same place.
There's a lot of traffic through here.
Oh, wait. The
Where's
thing.
line?
The token. Whatever the hell that was. Give him the token that we had.
The Tolkien?
Yeah, the Tolkien. The J.R.R. Tolkien.
J.R.R. Tolkien.
We had a thing that we got much earlier on in the process here.
You gave us a coin.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I pass over the coin.
She takes it, or it takes it, and she presses a button. Gate opens.
We go through.
There,
We all run through. Faster.
one, you get through. And as you go, you'll notice some people, like in the other lines, like some people are dropping off coins, like tokens. Some people have like cards that they show and they get stamped and whatever.
Yeah.
Some people are just like not even on the line, just like what goes.
We gotta get one of them edges.
But yeah, so you go through the gate and you're kind of in a hallway that looks, I think, very like stadium. And how like there, how there's like where the bathrooms and food and stuff are around. You're kind of in that kind of thing, and you see tunnels that lead in, and you feel a deep heat coming through those inner tunnels. So presumably yeah. And again, there's a lot of bodies kind of moving in and out. You see people carrying different materials. You see people dragging wagons. Or people again.
Yeah.
And eventually, you'll let me see which one of you. Zexos, you feel a little tug by your knee on your pants.
Hold on, stop it.
You look down and you see similar to something you have seen before. You see a tiny little robot. He just goes, sorry, excuse me. I could not help but notice that you are humans.
What's it to you, mate?
Oh, I was just gonna ask if you needed an escort, because we don't get humans down here, and more often than not, they don't exit.
Oh God, yes.
What's
I
that
would
here?
love to get out of here. Well, yeah. So thank you.
Great, I'll take you to these stamps then.
Who's Samson? What? Guys, I got. Why does everyone find me? What's it? Well, come on, we gotta go
I
again.
think you know the answer to that.
Yeah, it's because of the gods and the poopy hair. All right, so yeah, we follow new no name.
New no name. Brings you through the crowds and throngs of people. He'll lead you up a little like side staircase that goes up.
Oh, never would have guessed.
Opens the door and you see a larger sized office.
Oh,
And he brings you in and sits you down on like the chairs and bench in front of the desk and is just like, he'll be with you shortly.
okay.
Do you need anything? Food? Water?
Yes, please, to both.
Okay. And he leaves you.
Oh, looks like we're gonna get underground snacks. Wonder what those look like.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. So should we just tell the truth when the guy gets here, or?
I don't know.
All right, I guess we'll play it by ear. All right. If I tug on me left ear twice, that means I don't know what to do. Why don't you take over?
Everybody make a perception or investigate. Whichever one makes you happy.
17 perception.
I got a 13%.
Okay.
15. Perception.
What'd you say?
17.
17. Okay. So as you're sitting there, you're waiting in here for a little while. And it's, a basic office. There's the desk. You see a drawing of a cyclops with a little baby on the desk. You'll see a lot, off on the wall, you'll see cubbies of different sorted mail. And under one, one of the biggest ones that says for Hephaestus, you two catch a glimpse of a piece of parchment that has purple and kind of energy and magic that looks similar to the invitation edge that you already have.
Oh, is Samson's not here yet?
Mm-mm.
I would like to cast my mage hand
And it floats down. You have a second invitation.
all right. That's nice.
That gets in, and eventually you hear the thud of steps approaching and opening the door, and he kind of has to crouch a little bit to get into his own office. You see a big towering cyclops who kind of looks at you and is just like, ugh, I didn't believe him. Humans.
Yup.
How'd you get in here?
Just humans. Well, we're on a quest.
Oh,
No big deal. Me and me brother and
okay.
Pirates here.
That makes sense. And at this point, the little robot comes in and he has little glasses of water. It's all warm water.
This
And
is fresh.
a bowl of spicy pop rocks,
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Interesting.
but they're big.
Bigger. Okay, gotcha.
So it's not like little crumbles of pop. It's like a rock that if you were to pop it into your mouth, it would start
Yeah, I gotcha.
fizzling and stuff like that. And it's like a little think like fireball candies, where it's like
Yeah.
a little too spicy for comfort, but it's also kind of sweet, so it's nice.
Got it.
Okay.
These are fantastic. Whatever these are.
Yeah, and they're crunchy. You can chew them.
I like this. Well,
Um,
thanks, little guy, for the snacks.
good luck.
Thanks.
And he leaves and goes off.
Well, see, yeah, we're on a quest. Gotta go.
Okay, where?
Labyrinth in the middle of it. Not a big deal.
The labyrinth?
Yeah, that one.
Here on Crete? Oh, so you need to get out. You need to get
Yeah.
out of the volcano.
Yeah, we're trying to get out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I can help you with that.
Yeah, there's not a lot of signage pointing towards the exit. Maybe that's something that could be brought up with management.
Sure. I guess I'm management. So.
All right. Yeah. If you got a suggestion box, that's mine.
All right. Yeah. I mean, usually, Hephaestus is like the management, but
Yeah. But he's real busy and kind of finicky if he's like the other guy.
he's been in a mood lately.
Yeah.
He's last I heard, I think he's been taking up residence at Etna. The Etna Fort.
Oh, yeah, not going there. That one's gonna.
So, you know. But, you know, the guys are all in a dizzy and everybody needs their magic shit, so we're working overtime here.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah. Alright.
So yeah, if you could leave me and my brother and our friend Pyrus, you.
I see the family. I see the resemblance.
Yeah, it's family. Both got the same mom and dad. You know.
Make it exceptional.
Damn it.
That one.
You say that. Just, same mom and dad.
Right,
You see his big eye kind of squint.
Pyrus drinks his water.
That's good. Hydration is important. Looks at the two of you, kind of.
Well, he's a half brother.
You see him reach into his desk. You see like a tiny little like pill kind of shaped glow stick almost.
Mm-hmm.
He cracks it.
Mm-hmm.
Magic little magic swirl. Dispel magic. So
Excuse you, that's rude.
demands disguised in a deity's realm.
Yeah. Listen, he's
And
sending
you
you
lied about it to my face.
a little bit. Yeah, I'm on the defensive. We're trying to do a quest here. Trying to be on me best behavior.
This is your best behavior.
Yeah. Last time I met
His
people.
best behavior is not very.
Nope.
Last time I met
To
people.
be fair, his bad behavior is not very bad. either.
No, it's pretty
kind
much
of all
this.
pretty even. Too.
Yeah, I live my life at like a 5. Yeah, last time I was
Out of
around
20.
Low.
fastest workers, they tried to eat me. So yeah, I'm on the defensive.
His big eye glances down at your star mask.
Yeah.
He's like,
I don't know what the fuck you're doing with your face, mate. With
Star Wars?
Yeah, it's Star Wars. That's me, Star Wars mask. Yeah, I think so too, but I'm gonna make him say it.
yeah, give me the mask.
Why?
So I don't know. You like me. I'm upset about it.
All right. Well, I got a nice pot pie here. I'm not giving.
Also, I'm your only chance of getting out of this mountain.
Oh, so now you're blackmailing us on a mission from the god.
Here, just let us out of here.
He takes it. Glares at you. Yeah.
This was a gift from a very special lady.
Puts it on like a scarf.
Get us out of here.
Actually, no, he takes it, and he goes behind his desk, moves the painting aside, and opens a safe, and puts it in there, and closes it. A lot of cyclops around here who would probably kill me for that.
All right. Well, that's good they don't know that you have it.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, he gets up. And he's like, all right, follow me.
What's your name, man? Samson. Oh, it's nice to meet you. What?
The robot said,
Yeah, I know.
"Oh,
All right.
Samson,
Cool. That's nice. It's nice to meet
what's
you.
your name?"
Zaxxax. But me friends call me Glam.
Well, I'll certainly call you Zaxxax.
Thanks. Samson.
Yeah, 'cause I'm Samson.
It makes sense. Let's keep going up.
Yeah, so he'll lead you up. He kind of has out of his office kind of like a little private tunnel that goes through, and he'll take you up a staircase that eventually pops you outside. There's a cave to the entrance. You see the not warm glow of lava that you have grown accustomed to, but instead the bright sunshine of the earth above. He'll be like, all right, so You want to keep heading down the mountain. What did I say? Northwest.
Hmm.
Eventually, you'll come to a man-made path. Well, a worn path.
Mm.
Keep following that down. Should take you to the city. But which is where the weapon is.
Oh,
I'm assuming you know.
thank you, Samson.
You're welcome.
I hope you have a lovely day.
You know what? You too, Glow.
It's sex.
So this is just confirming we are in Crete. or
You are on Crete
on
currently.
Crete.
You are on the island of Crete.
Well, we are above it now.
Yes.
Now we're on the surface.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
You and as you exit the tunnel into the fresh air and the sunlight, contradictory to how everything looks, it is frigid cold.
Oh, that's gross.
It like before there was like some cool air happening. It was unseasonably cold. That's fine. Whatever. We're in the turning of seasons. Gods are being weird. It's okay. You get here and it is like you start shivering while you're here. And you start making your way down.
While we're still up by the caldera,
Mm-hmm.
I would like to take a piece of paper and write on it, Samson is hiding star wool in his office. And then I'm going to take some string and wrap it around a rock. Just like huck it in the caldera and hope that a different Cyclops finds it and kills it for the stuff.
All right.
And then I'll go down the mountain.
All right. Cool. You traverse down the mountain. You took a long rest. We did traveling in 3 days. So the invitation should now say, what, 3 days? 2 days?
I think 2 days.
2 days is where we're at. And I'm going to say this is relatively early in the day, maybe like noon of this day. So you're walking down a few hours, it's hiking. It's kind of a pain in the butt. And then eventually you come across a altar of stone. The back of it kind of comes up and there's a relief carving of an older gentleman. Underneath, like on the altar itself, there are images of various people, like with like a walking stick, like people journeying. Around the pillars holding the table up are snakes kind of twining around, and around the border of the image of the older man is like a mixture of feathers and laurels going around. This seems to be an older shrine. Everybody make religion checks. Is religion intelligence?
It is.
Okay.
That
15.
19. Take that. 18 on the die.
Okay. Pyrus, you've seen these kind of scattered throughout Greece. They're an older shrine, presumably for people traveling. You guys will know that this is an older altar to Hermes. While in your day, Hermes is more so depicted as a youth, or not like a youth, but like a younger man or middle-aged kind of man, still in his prime and quick and lively. This is something deeper and older, and of a time when he was really known for like guiding people on journeys and traveling, and yeah, kind of less of like the trickster and more of like this kind of omnipresent deity. More so on like the luck side.
Okay, sure. Makes sense.
So yeah, you pass along this on
Well,
the
while I pass by that, I will just out of my many pocketed pants, I'll drop off a certain mechanical cube on said shrine.
As soon, are you trying to do it stealthily?
Sure, why not?
See if these guys, yeah.
Was this a stealth or a sleight of hand? Let's see.
17.
Passive perception.
Perception.
Not even.
Not even worth it.
No,
Doesn't
my I rolled a 15, so
Oh, okay.
with sleight of hand we're sitting at 28. So.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, you guys are going along.
Sorry.
I imagine like it's very much just like walking with you guys, and then does the thing where he like takes like a couple steps back, and it's just like, and then goes. As soon as it lands on the altar, almost like again, if this was like cinema, it would be like everything would go slow motion, and there would be like a group blink of the eyes, and as the eyes open, you feel a huge and quick gust of wind pass through. It's not strong enough where it's like gonna buffet you or anything like that, but it's like something passing by you really, really quick. And I need everyone to make either perception or arcana.
Interesting.
17.
27.
18.
Okay. So in that split second moment, the two of you get a whiff of something on the air that doesn't seem quite natural. And it's neither unpleasant nor pleasant. Think of like almost like you know how like in perfume there's always like that element of like funk
Yeah.
that cause it. It's kind of like that where it's like it's a pleasing smell, but there's a little bit of funk to it.
Sure.
And you with your 27 arcana
It was perception.
or perception, sorry. 27 perception can like you can tell that the funk is kind of the heart of this smell, and the rest of it seems to be overlaid
Okay.
on top of that.
Okay.
So that happens in the gust of wind. What also happens is you'll notice you guys are still continuing along, him being super stealthy and stuff.
Yes.
The box vanishes,
Mm.
and in its place
Yeah, give me that.
lies that. You guys are
Yeah, it's just walking down a hill or something.
Walking down a
It's
hill.
boring. But like, it's boring. It's just a mountain. It's-
yeah, you're going down a mountain.
There's no trees or anything.
No, not really. Some shrubs. Some dry.
Angry people?
Yeah. They all have a little bit of frost on them.
They're rice.
Yeah. Alright. You can read that as we continue.
Cool.
So yeah, you continue down the mountain, and after, maybe like 4 hours worth of travel, it starts to kind of level out a little bit. And in the distance you can start to see buildings. And you start hearing, big sounds and slight smells of like, oh, we're heading towards civilization. You get to the outskirts of town. Oh, I forgot something. Along with that, laying on the thing is a silver ring.
Oh, okay. I'll put on said silver ring before I make any answers to these questions. This could be an important decision to be made.
Cool. So that happens. Sorry, you get to civilization, and you start entering, and you start passing through kind of the slums of the city, like the outskirts. And it's dark, kind of dirty, and everybody give me perception checks.
I noticed that.
Nat 20.
That is a 16.
That is a bad 20.
Oh, all right.
Okay. So,
You stole so much shit.
you're thinking about your thing,
I am thinking about my thing. That's true.
and the two of you with your nat 20, as soon as you walk in, you clock immediately a group of dudes, staring intently at you, at the three of you, and kind of whispering each other, and you see one of them kind of reach inside of his tunic, and you see him pull out like the edge of like a paper
Mhm.
and kind of shows it to his companions.
Yeah.
And they look at you guys. They close it up.
Boy, heads up. We got company.
You guys are walking. Do you do anything? Do you stop? Do you take notice?
I definitely look at Pirates.
I'm going to look away. Like they're looking at us. I'm not gonna look in their general direction.
Okay.
As we walk, I'm gonna intently look in a different direction.
You pass, and as you guys pass after a second or two, you get the sense with your nat 20s, like these guys are following you guys. And like closing distance.
Not for long. Hide.
Oh, I was like, what's in that note?
I'm going to turn and face them.
Okay.
No.
Are you saying anything?
Yeah.
What do you say?
Is there a problem, gentlemen?
Not you. But with them. And that's where we're gonna end for tonight.
Oh no! What was that mean?
We're gonna start back up next week. Hot, coming into combat.
We are.
Yeah. So, for fun, everybody. So we know that I did this. Hopefully we're not off for another month. Everybody, roll
Don't say
initiative.
it. You said it.
No,
Why would you
I
say
didn't.
it?
I'm knocking on wood.
Well, we'll be off in 2 weeks. I'll tell you that much.
Fair.
Shouldn't it?
All right, what we got?
20.
Ooh.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
You're first. Oh, the one time Brad rolls really well, and everybody's
Listen, let him have it. He rolled it.
You're right. You did. All right, so we're here. So this, when we come back in, we will start initiative at this point.
Dope.
All right, thank you, Internet, for joining us. Hope to see you next week. Be sure to follow Nerd Immersion Plays Instagram for the most up-to-date of when we are actually playing, because sometimes Ted sets up the, like, coming soon. And then we're like, oh, wait, I'm puking. I can't. And then they
More than you think.
More than you would hope.
The school year's almost over, so Celine will be exposed to fewer
Children.
full of bacteria, and then infecting me less a week later. So we have to take off 2 weeks every time she gets sick. So
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, they're going to spend more time around your niece, though. And then it'll just be.
yeah.
You're not getting away from it.
We'll see.
Anyway,
Good night,
we'll see you next week.